I've got a question. Is it time for me to hire a VP of sales?
There are three good reasons to hire somebody into your sales organization at a startup. The first is strategy, then management, and execution. So I'll break those down in order. With strategy, you may feel that you don't have the right strategy to go to market for your business right now, or that you simply don't know how to build a strategy to go to market. Now, if you're considering hiring a head of sales or a VP of sales, consider this. Vice presidents build teams and they develop leaders. That's what they do. That's why you hire one of those. So if your concern is, well, a VP is probably someone who has experience and can tell me what direction to build our sales organization and can handle that for me, that's so nice. It sounds great. But in reality, what they're going to want to do is build a team. And that's going to be a very expensive proposition because first you've got to give them significant compensation and equity to incentivize them to come over to your team. And then you've got to plan on scaling quickly or you won't have that VP sticking around for very long. In many cases, all you need is to connect with potential advisors and start to have conversations with others who have been successful, either selling products similar to yours or selling to the same market, maybe under different conditions, but they can give you good advice and help you to build your go-to-market strategy. So if you're expecting a VP of sales to handle the strategy and build out everything for you, and you're going to scale quickly, that could be the right hire. But in most cases, what you need is simply an advisor or a team of advisors. The next reason to consider hiring someone in sales is for management purposes. Now, if you have a team of sales professionals who are currently working and selling, then you may need a management layer. Typically, though, that's not going to be a VP of sales right out of the gates because you've been able to get them to the point that they're successful so far and you're continuing to grow your organization. And if you need that management layer, it's more likely going to be a sales manager hire. So you don't have to give away so much equity, you don't have to give away so much compensation, and you don't have to make such a big gamble for your sales organization. You also have to consider how quickly you're going to be scaling your team. If you have, let's say, 2 or 3 sales reps and you think, man, it's becoming a lot to hold all these one-on-ones and follow up with them and check in on them, I should probably hire a manager. If you're not planning on hiring 3 to 5 more sales reps over the next 6 months at the most, you're probably too early even for a sales manager. You either need fractional management support or you need to just make a little bit more time on your calendar for your sales team. It's possible that you could turn one of your sales reps into the team lead, but be cautious of over-promising them and telling them, hey, you're going to be the next head of this team or you're going to be the next manager of this team, because they'll quickly find that they either miss doing the sales work because they're having to also hold some management responsibilities, or they really wanted to move into management so they didn't have to do the execution anymore. So be cautious of that if you do move someone into a team lead responsibility before you have a full team that needs a full-time manager. If you're considering hiring a VP of sales or a sales leader because you simply need someone to do the selling for you, you probably just need a sales rep. Sometimes in the startup world, we can be a little silly and we can give people titles that are overinflated, perhaps because we think that that's what they deserve if they come on so early stage. But often the risk that that poses is that that person will expect to truly become the next VP of sales. We've even seen people give away a CRO, Chief Revenue Officer title to the first sales hire. And that's not going to benefit you in the long run. So if you're considering that you need someone to come in, hold sales meetings, or perhaps even drive new business because you're too busy, perhaps you don't feel skilled at it, and you're going to hire someone, you do not need a VP of sales. You likely just need someone to fill that sales execution role, which is more likely a sales rep. Now, if your calendar is not full of all of your many responsibilities and many sales meetings, if you haven't oversubscribed your calendar yet, you likely don't even need a full-time sales hire as an account executive or a closer. You probably still need to be closing your own sales, and you simply need someone like a sales development representative to generate more top-of-funnel activity and just fill your calendar up. If you're not oversubscribed on your calendar, your goal is going to be to get someone who can fill that calendar up for you. You can host those meetings, you can close those sales, and then ultimately you can put someone in place who can continue to take the overflow coming from that top of funnel sales rep who's working with you.
Have sales questions you want answered? We'll be happy to give you our opinion. Send them to questions@nofluffselling.com.